Man, where do we start with this AAA garbage, bro? Sheesh. So, I just woke up. I'm watching Cena'S reaction. He is legitimately pissed off. That kid is legitimately pissed off, bro. You know, and you gotta. No, I'm obviously jealous that he gets 15,000 views per video. He got 50K subscribers. He get all these comments. He got fucking 1,000 comments in 3 hours. And wrestling is a weird niche where it's like black people want to watch the black guy talk about wrestling. They took one look at me. It's like, you a cracker. Nobody wants to hear you, cracker. and you think that, well, you woke up, you already saw Cena'S review. It's like, don't you want to watch Kirill's review? You want to hear some more people talk about it. It's like, no, fuck you, cracker. And it's like, you have these like weird British people talk about wrestling, and they're like super serious. They're like super, they take it like it's professional and serious, like we're talking about banking, or we're talking about, hey guys, this is the business show. Hey guys, this is a show where we talk about business and everybody's very professional. Let me fix my hair. It's like, dude, you're talking about wrestling. You're talking about an entertainment show, okay? And I gotta tell you, day 3 without a PC. I got my laptop hooked to the monitor, to some speakers. I got my speakers on. I am going insane, bro. Can't edit videos. Can't live stream. Can't play any game. Can't use Photoshop. I mean, pretty much, so sad. And Linux is so amazing that you cannot create a bootable USB to install Windows 10. You cannot on Linux. You cannot. There is a on my MX Linux, which is made by Cena'S. Okay, that's why it was getting stuck in a boot loop. It was doesn't like waking up. So my MX Linux, there is a USB creator, live USB maker program. So I guess what? It doesn't work. The Windows 10 USB doesn't wanna boot up on the laptop. So this program works to make a Linux distribution bootable USB, but it doesn't work for Windows 10. And you say, well, just use Rufus. Well, Rufus isn't available on Linux. And guess what? You go on Google and you type, how do I create a Windows 10 bootable USB on Linux? They're like, well, you're gonna have to use the command line, the terminal, and you're gonna input some commands. And first, we're gonna create the bootable sectors on the USB. And it's like a list of commands. And I might actually snap today and actually do it, because I cannot tolerate one more day of Linux. I simply cannot. Not that I can play Sims 4 on the laptop, not that I know what to do on the laptop, or what game I want to play, but I just know I can't fucking take it anymore. Okay? Linux is I am. Okay, Linux has taken my will to live away, bro. Alright, where do we start? Where do we start? So, wrestling YouTubers, have, black guys are gonna get black guys to watch them. That's cool. I guess the hater is like the one guy who actually gets everybody to watch them. But the problem is, you know what? They're fucking good. There's nothing, like, I can't really shit talk. Boy Monsoon, he responds all the time. He is a legitimate fan. Okay? You just saw CJX get like legitimately angry. He actually went to see the show and he got legitimately angry. Okay, he's angry, bro. The hater, I mean, he speaks from the heart. What can we say? I suppose I can only shit on the British lads, the British kids, who take it like super seriously. Like, I forgot his name, but there's this one guy with the fucking combed hair, and he's like, it's like he fucking, I don't know. It's like he fucking grooms himself, like puts makeup before he talks, like with the Shure microphone. I got my Shure microphone. I got my Shure microphone. This is a very serious podcast about wrestling. No jokes allowed. You gotta be real grown-ups around here when we talk about wrestling. Right? And this just in. Rhea Ripley's butthole came out while she was doing the riptide. We kind of saw her asshole. This is serious news. Serious wrestling. At least, when you watch Boy Monsoon and Nate Know-It-All and C-Jax and the hater, at least, we're wrestling fans. We're talking about wrestling. It's kind of, it's kind of wide up, The British guys, they're fucking, And there's the Stevie Richards show, and Stevie Richards, isn't he like a former wrestler, right? I don't know. And his co-host is this like British guy with the succulent lips, and he's like, well dressed. There's no holes on his t-shirt. His hair is like perfectly combed, perfect hairline. He's like, yes, this is super serious. It's like, dude, you're trying to be some kind of like super cool, like you're on the, I don't fucking know. It's like the kid is on the fucking, it's like, you just know when somebody is that well groomed, where he like puts foundation before he gets on the microphone. It's like a half an hour combing routine. That guy's gonna be some kind of a freaky psychopath, bro. John Cena, when you see John Cena, he is wearing suits all the time. He is wearing suits. It's like, motherfucker, you gotta be a real fucking psychopath. You gotta be crazy. Okay? There is no way a decent person can just like enjoy wearing suits like for no reason. Okay? When you're going to some kind of a gala, some type of a business meeting, right? You're going to the office and you're a CEO, manager, whatever. But like, dude, just like going outside, I don't know, let's say you're a wrestler, you got invited to a podcast, and it's like, But you're gonna see the other guys like come fucking designer suits, like, hey, this is a, you know, what are you, fucking English, what are you, fucking Duke? And you see like the guys who are obsessed with wearing suits and being some kind of a corporate guy, climbing the carpet. Like, do you want to be a wrestler, or do you want to be some kind of you want to have an office job? CM Punk, he has joined, you know, the Evo. CM Punk wearing suits. Hey, I'm CM Punk, now I'm a corporate man, I'm wearing suits all the time, and I'm bugging the women. And it's like, dude, Triple H wearing the suits, John Cena wearing the suits, CM Punk wearing the suits. He's positioning himself to become like a manager of one of the shows. You know, they're gonna wait for Shawn Michaels manages NXT, Road Dogg manages SmackDown, so they're gonna wait. You know, you're gonna put CM Punk. He's gonna become one of the creatives. He wants the cushy job. He wants the money. He wants the money. He needs the money. He doesn't have a child with that crazy whore, AJ Lee, but he wants the money. What the fuck are you doing with the money? You're gonna be, I don't know, he wants to eat at the restaurant every day. You know, he wants to sit down and say, hey, I'm eating at the restaurant every day. I don't, you know. He wants to be able to order Grubhub every day without getting bankrupt. You know. I just had a, you know, I had to like, he had to sell out to fucking Saudi Arabia and go fucking have WrestleMania matches. And, you know, who knows what rituals he did with Triple H to be like, okay, I'm gonna help you become a company man. You're gonna be a creative. To be able to afford to order food from the outside world in 2025. For the rest of us, especially if you're paying WWE tickets, you better get handy with scrambled eggs. You better get handy with a pan. Know how to use a pan. Okay. And you know what? I don't have a lot of fans when I make wrestling videos. YouTube gives me like 20 views. Right here, you deserve 20 views. I got some guys from 4chan, but you know what? That's all I need, damn it. And I love it. I do these videos for you. We're gonna talk. We're gonna be different from the others. We're gonna be a little more relaxed. We're gonna talk about outside of wrestling. We're gonna get funny. Okay? Now, man, C-Jax was, I can't even believe that he went like to spend money. I can't comprehend how much money C-Jax spent to go see it. He probably spent like $1,000, right? $1,000 for a show booked by Triple H and TKO. A PG show. Oh, it's John Cena's last match. I'm gonna remember it forever. John Cena's last match. It's a show where they're not allowed to use blood capsules because they want the advertisers. They want the Jim Jam, the Slim Jim, the Tim Tam advertisers. We're gonna make more money advertising to kids if we make the show PG, bro. We don't need blood capsules, huh? You know. And people who are against blood capsules, people who think that blood capsules are cheap entertainment, people like Vince Russo and Jim Cornette, they fuck you, okay? Using blood capsules, yeah, I'm not saying that you obviously can just like use blood capsules and be covered in blood, all the time, every week. At some point, it's gonna become, a little cheesy. But it makes the show. It reminds you that you're watching a cool show for men, not for children and trainees. Okay. When you use the blood capsules, it's like a symbol of like, yeah, this is a testosterone raising show. Women can also enjoy seeing men like bleed and shit, but this is not a show for 5-year-olds and like trannies and like lesbian Ray Ripley fangirls, bisexual Ray Ripley fangirls, bro. Okay. So that's why it's important to use blood capsules. The AEW shows, even the pay-per-views, they're like $100, $60, maybe $200 for the front row seats. And you go to a pay-per-view and you watch these people fucking crazy. Swerve Strickland got an actual syringe through his cheek. He got a fucking syringe. And it's like, dude, it could have went through your tongue, man. That's such like a split second, like the guy's gonna come out and it's like, pot. It could have went in your gums, it could have went in your tongue. Like that was such a, like you gotta make your face like that when a hangman is coming with a cinch. So you have 1 second to put your tongue down, be like and he has to get you like at the right angle coming with the arm. And still you got a fucking syringe through your cheek. Like that's fucking crazy, right? So obviously it was disgusting. It's not like the best thing I want to see, but it's like, wow. And you're paying like $100 for a ticket, And then you hear, the TKO Triple H proposition. Hey, we're the popular show. You know us from the past. We are the elite show. WWE. We're the pros. AEW, they're just some jokers. We're professional. You're going to be professionally entertained. It's like you've been watching Brazilian soccer, and then it's like, now you're gonna watch the Barclays Premier League. We're the Premier League. It's like, oh shit. The show is clearly booked for trannies and bisexual teenage lesbians and children and just women. It's fucking gay as fuck, bro. It's gay as fuck. Okay? And it's not just the butt. AW, more athletic. People are actually running in the ring. They're fucking running. They're actually... They drank their coffee this morning, And people are actually allowed to do fun stuff, backstage segments. We got John Moxley being like a biker gang bad guy. They got chains. Marina Shafir is like the bad scary girl. Megan Bain is the Megasis. Hangman is a cowboy. Swerve Strickland is the cool, strong black guy, like Pico from Dragon Ball Z, right? And you got fucking Hook, you got fucking Samoa Joe, you got, not only are they putting in the effort, they're getting injured all the time. Like they're giving you matches for you to like save on your hard drive and rewatch when you're 60. It's like, I saw the Dustin Rhodes match where he went that crazy with Fletcher that he fucked up his knees for like 1 year. He needed like surgery and rehabilitation for 1 year. That guy in his fucking 50s. That guy in his 50s going crazy on a regular weekly show. Dustin Rhodes going crazy on a regular weekly show, getting like needing like knee surgery in like 1 year. I gotta learn to walk again. It's like, holy fuck. And this guy's based just for a weekly show to like put such a great match. Like you paid like $60 for a ticket, and you're watching like one of the best matches of the last 10 years. Okay, this is like, wow, you know. With the shenanigans, with the thumbtacks, with the tables, with the fucking crazy shit. And then Triple H and TKO, they come over there like, listen, kid, we got a pay-per-view. It's gonna be John Cena's final match versus Gunther. And I know all of you want to see LA Knight, but it's gonna be the boring shitter Gunther, and it's gonna be really boring. And then Gunther's gonna make him tap out, and Cena's gonna smile like, I'm tapping. I'm happy I can go retire now. And John Cena, you know, the allegations come out that he was a total psychopath backstage, like bullying, he actually got fired, you know, the Nexus guys. They had to come out years later to come back. He was bullying fucking Utunga and the rest. He was screaming in their face. He was being a total psychopath, kicking them out of the locker room before they even met, okay? So, Triple H, what did we get? The only exciting women's match we want to see? Sol Ruka. I mean, Sol Ruka was probably worth watching the show more than John Cena or Gunther, okay? This was probably watching Sol Ruka. I haven't seen the match. I don't know anything about it, what happened, but if I'm gonna watch this paper, it's gonna be, I'm gonna watch it to see Sol Ruka, not John Cena, okay? Sol Ruka is actually like watching an amazing gladiator in the Coliseum. John Cena is such a boring shitter, bro. Okay. Gunther is even worse. What can I and so Triple H and DK will tell you, we want you to pay $2,000 for seats like in the middle, seats kind of all the way up. We want you to pay $2,000. This is gonna be like a wrestling match. This is gonna be like you're watching Mike Tyson versus I don't know what's his name, the other famous guy. It's like, dude, this is not a Mike Tyson versus the other guy. You know, world title in their prime, you know, just amazing performance. This is not that. You're making me pay $2,000 for fake wrestling. Okay, this is not like MMA world heavyweight, you know, Brock Lesnar MMA real fight. This is fake. I get it that they're gonna put an amazing performance, right? Or so we think, so they say. Because John Cena has the athletics, you know, he puts on a show, but Gunther, you put me in there, I can do these moves. I can do the chaps, the slaps, and then the chokes. Okay. I am just fucking speechless. Like, how do I explain to you people? I need you to understand. Like, are you gonna pay $100 to go see just an amazing AW pay-per-view where they're going crazy? They are entertaining you. They're going crazy. They're actually getting hurt. Okay. Or are you gonna pay $2,000? Do the math. $100. You're standing right next to the stage. AW pay-per-view. $2,000. You're staying in the back of the stadium for John Cena's final match. It's like, dude, this is like, dude, this is fucking crazy, man. And I'm sorry I can't. I'm trying to pause when I'm coughing because I can't edit my coughing because I don't have a computer. Okay. I'm sorry. I have a lot of coughing in the morning, guys. I'm sorry. Oh, man. Fucking hell. I would like to work out, but my arm hurts. I would like to work out, but my arm hurts. Oh, and my back hurts because I used the hammer yesterday. Damn. Whew. Now, where were we? Man, you know, you understand that the regular AW weekly show is better than WWE pay-per-views. Like, if you go to a Collision or a Dynamite, you're like, hey, I'm last minute, I got $30, can you let me in? They're like, sure, kid, here's a seat in the middle, $30, you go in, kid. You know? And you're like, wow, what an amazing show, I feel like a man. It's like better than a WWE pay-per-view where they want, like, you want the front seats, that's gonna be $10,000 minimum. You know. I saw some like front seats. I think they wanted like, was it 18 or was it $80,000? And it's like, dude, you want prices in the thousands. You want like new house. Like, should I buy a house? Should I put a down payment on a house? Should I buy a new car, or should I go see like a pay-per-view? And it's like, excuse me, but John Cena was cool when I was a little kid, when he was the attitude, not the attitude, the rapper. When he was in the beginning, he was like a rapper. He was kind of cool. He was pretty cool, yeah. But by the time the Zoomer kids started watching wrestling, and he's like this child-friendly green shirt, yellow shirt, purple shirt, red shirt. He's selling you wristbands, t-shirts. He was just fucking, like, we kind of stopped watching wrestling because of him. He was so fucking bland for kids, you know. And they think they're gonna milk the Zoomer kids. They just got jobs at McDonald's. They're gonna pay $20,000 to see John Cena. That's the guy when I liked when I was a retarded kid. It's like, dude, would I pay $2,000 to take my dad to see Stone Cold and The Undertaker, you know? But, you know, keep in mind, my dad primarily likes Stone Cold and The Undertaker. Would we pay $2,000 to see them once in a lifetime? He's gonna think that he's getting like first row tickets. He's gonna think like Stone Cold is coming to shake his hand. It's like, no, $2,000. You know, nowadays Triple H is gonna say $2,000. That's the back seats. That's next to the janitor. And Stone Cold is a fucking pensioner. Okay. He showed up at WrestleMania to ride a buggy, and he was drunk. He couldn't show up sober. You know, Undertaker turned out to be a cuck that's being cucked by what's her name? Michelle McCool. Now, Michelle McCool, when you look at her when she was like young in the show in the old days, she was like really hot, just a tall blonde chick, just like a hot teacher gimmick, you know, where she like wears glasses or something. I don't even remember, but she was like hot. However, okay, so Undertaker got with Michelle McCool, and he married her. Okay, you're gonna say, okay, that's definitely, you know, one of the hot divas, definitely. But like, dude, she turns out to be a total like fucking roasty, bro, roasty. Taking over his podcast now, he has to do a podcast with her. And it's like, like, I get that you love your wife, but okay, here's the thing: you don't have to betray your friend. You can have episodes where you talk with your wife, and you can have episodes where you talk with your friend. So you can have both things. You don't need to betray anyone. So why, if your wife wanted to podcast with you, of course you love your wife, you know, sure. So you can have 3 episodes per week podcasting with your wife, and then you can have two days where you podcast with your bro that started the podcast.